Hey everyone, Fire here. And sorry it's been a while since I've been posting much of anything. So yeah, I said this before I was going to be trying to do a daily video, and I'm going to get in why it's been difficult. And then something I was thinking about is so I used to keep notes. I'd mentioned this before in my Rogues Tell video, not the notes part, but about my health. I mentioned in the update where there wasn't physical resistance for quite a while. I was a little bit wrong. It was more like around six to 8 months where there wasn't physical resistance. But so that has to do with Rogue's Tell, and this video right now has very little to do with that. It's just an update, and I want to try to do shorter videos, which I'm very bad at talking about. I notice how I'm kind of shaggy. I'm trying to grow my hair back out, and soon I'm gonna get it at least trimmed up, but I want to grow it more out on top. Next time you see me, I'll probably be clean shaven or at least much shorter. Um, but yeah, I want to touch more on my health, and these logs are going to be vlogs are going to be quick snippets of day to day, like how I'm feeling, and then I want to get talking more about what's going on in the world and just things like that. And then of course games, like always games get can be focused on that. Still trying to work on my videos, and so the reason why I haven't been doing um really much or any of that is I go through these long periods. So back in October, November, going all the way to January, I was in one of my good periods, and those don't happen that often. Usually it lasts a few months, and then I get into these. I said the worst thing I have going on. So I know I said this before, but so I, I'm skipping around. Anyways, so this one thing I got going on is I'm missing my right leg, which I mentioned only a few times now. Ooh. And so yeah, missing my right leg. But the worst thing I got going on. So yeah, jump around. I'm very bad at staying on point. Probably have some ADHD. Whatever. Is the always really bad fatigue, and then the brain fog issue. And when it's worse, which it's been worse now for going on like 4 months, like that's the thing. It's not like something short. I literally feel so tired that I'll feel like I'm going to collapse. I actually do collapse. It's never just out of the blue, like it's something I've been trying to talk to my specialist about, but it's like I just feel so tired all the time. It's like so exhausting. And then if do try to push myself, then I'm more likely to just feel more and more like I'm going to collapse. And so I do work part time, and then I've been wanting to get working on this more and more, and so that's my goal and everything is to work on this more and more. And if I can just part of these videos is going to be talking out kind of my ideas. Like I've seen so many specialists now because this has been going on for years. Before my leg was removed, my leg was a big long process. Lots of medications. The bad period was 2006, all the way up until about 2017. It was removed in 2014, but then I was coming off of a lot of medications and just my body. I don't know. It just I was doing pretty good for a little while after my leg was removed because it was so bad, but then um, I again something else just started going on where I was just so tired and hurting so much. Um, But so I want to go day to day, like so every day I wake up and I feel like so unrested and so exhausted. And sometimes it gets a little better throughout the day, but a lot of times when I get up, I can pretty much tell how I'm going to feel for that day. And I just, yeah, I want to keep a vlog like every day, like this is how I feel, talking about games. I want to keep the part about like me like shorter and then go into, plans, just things I'm looking at, cool things that are going on. I want to try to also focus on more like positive stuff because it's always easy to what's the term? Well, anyways, like scrolling, like I'm trying to remember what it's called, but yeah, like doom scrolling or whatever. You're just scrolling, just like on like Facebook or whatever social media and everything. Um, and yeah, hopefully get better at my speaking. My job requires speaking, and I actually am better than I was years ago. But yeah, I used to not be like this where I just lose track of my words and everything so easily. Need to start working on scripts more when I do things to help keep me on track so I don't get so sidetracked. But so quickly, yeah, on how I'm doing today is got up pretty tired. It's hot right now. Our AC's broke. But yeah, so it's been in a bad period for like 4 months, which is why like you can see like the amount of videos I've produced has been going down, and a lot of them have been simpler videos instead of like my rogue tell videos, which take a lot of time for each video that I make, and it it's so frustrating because I'm like such a I always want to do stuff, and before I always was doing stuff before I had all the health stuff. I mean, that's the thing. It's like coming from like I'm an Eagle Scout. I got a degree in chemistry. Like I wanted to do research. Like I love science, and at this point, I can't like do any of that. Like all that is as far as like science and stuff like that, like the hard like actual like the mathematics are involved in like the chemistry and everything, and just hard problem solving is like I can do all that stuff still, but I get so tired so fast that it's like actually like working in that, like it would take me like 100 times as long as like someone else that's not in my physical state. And part of my frustration is I don't know what to do anymore because I've seen a lot of specialists. I've gone to Stanford to see a fatigue specialist. They pretty much everything they had me doing was basically everything I was already doing except for one thing, and nothing I've tried. I like if you had to ask me something that's making me sick, like I feel like I'm sick every day. Like I'm always like hot, cold, and all that stuff. And but I'm bad at advocating for myself, and like I've been having to advocate for someone I care a lot about the past year and a half, and I have such an easier time doing that. And but yeah, so I just want to talk through a lot of those things, have videos more, and because a lot of the creators I do watch now, like they do a lot of videos just where they're just talking, and it's like I want to get to where it's enjoyable, where I can talk. I want to do more funny stuff. The problem is a lot of the stuff I find funny. I want to stay pretty close to PG, but it's like I'm also struggling with that where it's like I like I try not to swear much or anything, try to yeah, keep it clean, but my sense of humor, it's like a lot of times I'm not funny because I don't the instantly thing I go that's funny to me is never appropriate. And I don't know. We'll see over time. I just want to talk through things and try to get more of my personality. I mean, my personality has a lot of aspects to it, and I generally get along with like everyone. I mean, that's one of the things is I like no, I always am well at connecting with people and stuff like that. And so I want to be able to translate that to doing videos and stuff. At the same time, I'm also very I mean, introverted. Yeah, is probably so because someone asked me once, a medical professional, am I an extrovert or an introvert? And I said, well, I like doing things. I'm mostly like tired, but too tired to do things a lot of times. And they're like, well, you get energy when you're with people or feel like it drains energy. And I was like, I feel it. It's like so draining. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm an introvert. And I also just enjoy, like, I play lots of single player games. I love playing single player games. I love playing with friends too, but it always is more draining. And when I'm in one of these periods, like I go through months where I don't play games with friends and stuff like that. I'm always in offline mode. Even though I was like, I'm always lurking. Always lurking. But yeah, we'll work on things and get things going. And it's like that's the thing. It's like you got to start somewhere, and I get into like despair of let's like I haven't done anything for so long as far as like the videos, and I can see like I was growing at a good clip, and then now it's just like it's gone to a halt because the amount of videos since basically January have has dropped so dramatically. um and, but you know figuring out and then part of it too is I'm figuring out like what because like my part-time job isn't like what I work at a dental office, is what I do part-time. And I love that I have a job that's perfect for me, where I'm able to take time off if I need, and then just work less or whatever. But I I'm trying to find with everything that's happened, whether it's fate, if you believe in that. I always go back and forth on a lot of things. That's the thing. It's like I might sound like I talk out of, sometimes it's like, I guess you could say like almost talking out of both sides of your mouth, but I always come out of things like, I don't even know that's a good way to put it, but sometimes it's just like I always see like everything from both sides, and I can laugh at like all spectrum of things. Like again, going back to humor, and I want to find a way to do videos where I also incorporate that. But I gotta get a little braver in some of the things and everything, and then just keep on trying to do some every day. Um, like so many days it's so hard to move, which is what it's been lately. Like one last thing I wanted to talk about, as far as with my health, like something that's frustrating that I've ran. I feel like um because I don't look like someone that feels the way, as far as I look, um and I look much healthier than I did years ago, back when I had my leg and everything. And even then, I didn't look that as nearly as bad as I felt, but I had this big, huge, swollen thing. That yeah, it was like I call it a giant leech. That's what my right leg was before I got it removed. And I think I'm bad at advocating for myself, and then also because I don't look like nearly, and I will appear more animated, and I don't know how to explain to the specialists and doctors, whoever else I'm seeing, how to express like how bad it really is. Like I want to do stuff. Like it's not like people always come back to depression and things like that, and yes, I get down and stuff like that, but I've like done all that, so it's like there's something like I just don't feel well, and I don't know how to any progress I ever get made is always through like my research and suggesting this first, and then we go look into that. I had one specialist I've seen for a while who unfortunately moved, and that was actually how I even got to go to Stanford to see the fatigue specialist. Um, but all right, so I want to keep these videos pretty short. Work on entertaining stuff and everything, and then yeah, I want to start doing these as keeping updates on how I'm feeling, and then that way I can really log how better each like during periods like I was feeling bad then I because I used to do this in text documents, and I got to, the ironic thing is I got so tired that I stopped doing it. Like I used to do that daily, and it was around when I got my leg removed. I think it was about a year after. Part of it too was because it was like medication trackers too. I was keeping track of all that, but I also kept track of how I was feeling every day. And I would do this every day, and I did it for like I don't know, like 6 or 7 years where I did this. And so I kind of want this to be that, at least to some aspects. Obviously, since this is going online and everyone can see it, I'm not going to go into all kinds of details and everything. But the most important thing is just the way I feel, and um, and then yeah, just having a good time. All right, everyone. See, not too long. Yeah. Try to even get some of these shorter, under 10 minutes and everything. But thanks everyone for watching. I'm sure only like my bigger fans are going to be watching these right now, but my whole five. But I'll get going, and then we'll get stuff going, and you know, just go from there. I just got to keep on doing, like staying in motion. That's what you do. This is Fire, and we're on fire.